Come along for my first time exploring San Francisco. I spent a couple of solo days in the city and basically went full tourist mode, checking out the classics like Chinatown, cable cars, and of course the Golden Gate Bridge, plus a few local favorites along the way. Between the views, the food, and the atmosphere, let's see what makes the city so special. My adventure in San Francisco starts in one of the most iconic Chinatowns that exists. This is one of the biggest Chinatowns that exist. I'm so glad that I walked around. It is so cute. I've only been here when I was a little kid, so obviously I don't remember any of it, but there's tons of little shops. If you want Chinese food, this is obviously one of the places to go. I also stopped by the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Factory, which has been around since the 1960s, which is absolutely wild. All the cookies are handmade, and it was so cool to see it right in front of you. I'm now gonna go find myself a matcha because I need a little caffeine, and I think it'd be a nice little sweet treat. The boba in that matcha was so fresh, I am still dreaming of it. So good. But after that pick-me-up, I headed off to my hotel. So my room isn't ready yet, and I am staying on Lombard Street. I was like, I'm gonna go check out the little picture spot, you know, it'd be cute. Tell me why the hills are this steep. I'm literally like hiking up a mountain right now. I look like such a tourist right now, but I guess I am a tourist. Oh my god, there was a car that scraped itself. I feel like this would have been super pretty if the flowers weren't all dead. Hopefully that person's car is okay. Alright, now I shall walk all the way back up to the top. Very, very tempted to take this. Made it to my room. So I'm staying at Same Sun. I've never stayed at one of their places before, but they do have different locations, and it is more of a hostel, but they do private rooms, as you can see. I'm actually very impressed with the amount of space that I got. As you can tell by now, I'm in San Francisco and I've been here for a few days. I had some work events here, and it's a place that I've never visited, so I have the rest of the week off. Because I haven't been here before, I'm definitely going to become very much a tourist, and I have many things that I have been recommended. I did explore Chinatown and it was very, very cute. Had to check out Lombard Street. So I got myself checked in. I'm gonna leave my luggage, and we are gonna continue my list of touristy things. But when you've only got a few days and a long list of places to explore, it's a non-negotiable for me to stay connected. Which leads me to the sponsor of today's video, Arsicault. If you haven't heard of Arsicault before, you can check them out with my link and code in the description. Arsicault is the ultimate eSIM provider that solves the pain of high roaming bills and keeps you connected abroad by offering eSIMs across over 200 countries and regions. If you've watched my travel videos before, I've mentioned using Arsicault many times for years now, and I absolutely love using their eSIMs, especially on my solo trips when I need reliable access to the internet for directions, food recommendations, etc. It really gives me that extra peace of mind that I can stay connected the minute I land, and I don't have to worry about spotty, unreliable Wi-Fi that, let's be honest, hardly works half the time. If you've never tried an eSIM before, it's super easy. All you need to do is install the free Arsicault app, choose your eSIM from the huge list of countries available, then follow the steps to install and activate your eSIM. And once you arrive, simply turn it on. If you want to try Arsicault today, download the free app and use my code SLEENE3 with the link below or QR code on screen to get $3 off your first eSIM. Thank you to Arsicault for sponsoring this portion of today's video. And with that, I am ready to get myself back out there and continue going through my never-ending list of things that I want to check out. But first, I think we're gonna head off to the pier because I really want to see some sea lions. You guys, I was so worried that there were no sea lions, but there are a few. Not as many as I was hoping, but I got to see them and they are so freaking cute. Random lore is when I was in elementary school, I remember I was called sea lion because my name is Celine. Obviously when I was a kid, I was a little bit offended by that, but I actually think sea lions are very cute. My eyes are watering a little bit because of how windy it was, but it's calm down now. Basically, this is Pier 39, and then there are multiple piers, so there's little spots at each of them. This is one of the more popular ones, and people come here just to see the sea lions as well, like me. I think I'm gonna keep walking. I really do want a clam chowder because that is one of the most famous things here. A clam chowder in a bread bowl would hit so hard right now. If I had more time, I've actually always wanted to go to visit Alcatraz. I don't know why. I think I must have watched some sort of documentary about it years and years ago, but it's always been on my list. But from what I've heard, it basically takes up like a whole half a day, which I don't have because you do need to go with a tour. So basically, or that's what I've heard. I don't really know. I didn't research it, but what I heard was you need to go with a tour. So you have to kind of take the time that they've allotted. Maybe one day, I think I am gonna probably try to come back because I love it here. What I also heard people like to do is go biking across the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm not the best at biking, like I can, but I think that would kind of stress me out. What I also saw is that they'll offer you the ferry ride back if you rent the bike with them because it is uphill on the way back, which is not fun. But that would have been really cool. I just don't think I can have the energy for a full bike ride. But it is such a beautiful day and I'm just having the best time ever. San Francisco is actually apparently known for their sourdough, and I absolutely love sourdough. So this is a clam chowder in a sourdough bowl. I haven't had this in so long. I'm also glad that I did bring a light jacket. It's not super cold, but it does get very windy by the water, which everybody warned me about. I don't know why I didn't believe them. Okay, let us try this clam chowder. I'm also sitting by the fireplace and it's just the coziest little solo dinner that I could ask for. I don't think it's gonna be that nice tomorrow, so I'm like literally trying to soak in the sun as much as I can. It's kind of early, so I actually did get grilled cheese as well. I'm gonna try a bite of it. I don't think I'm gonna eat the whole thing. This is a grilled cheese with bacon. I have to take a bite. It looks so delicious. I'm gonna save that for later. I think I'm gonna have an early night tonight, so I kind of just want to have a little snack in case I get hungry. All right, I'm gonna enjoy my clam chowder. I have made it to the beach. Just been watching people, taking some pictures, watching the sunset. People are swimming in the water, which is crazy because I'm guessing it's absolutely freezing right now. But look at how beautiful that is. I'm gonna walk up this way now. I've been on the beach for like 30 minutes, not gonna lie. And the sunset is just so freaking pretty. But there looks to be a park around here, which I'm in right now. I'm pretty sure it won't take me too long to walk back to the hotel, and it's still fairly light out, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I expected when I came here. I just feel like every time I thought about San Francisco, I only had like one image, which was like tech city. Yeah, I mean, I definitely experienced that, and there are parts of the city that feel very much like that, but I love how there's a little bit of everything, but it's not overwhelming either. If you guys don't know, I actually grew up in Vancouver, which is in British Columbia, Canada. There is very much the mountains and ocean view, which I never took enough advantage because I don't think I appreciated it, right? And whenever I go back now and I see it, I'm like, wow, I lived around this for 21 years of my life and never really, you know, soaked it in. And then when I come to places like this, I think, damn, this is so pretty. On my way back to the hotel, I ended up stumbling across Ghirardelli Square. I just finished getting myself ready. I really need to get some caffeine. The theme of every travel video is I need caffeine. There's a really cute matcha place right next door. I'd heard about it from locals, but I didn't even realize how close it was. It's literally just outside. I'm pretty sure it's an Indonesian coffee place. They do matcha as well. And I have a couple other things on my list. The issue is I kind of haven't fully explored this area as much as I'd like to, but I also really want to take the cable car, which is, you know, the old-fashioned style cars that you see going up and down the roads. But I don't want to just like take it and then come back up. So I'm kind of debating what I want to do. And I'm hoping that it's not too cloudy because I am going to try to go to the Golden Gate Bridge. I have a show tonight that I'm very excited about. You guys will see what it is. First things first, let's get a matcha. So glad that I stopped into that place. This is the pandan matcha. If you haven't had pandan before, it's a very subtle sweetness. This is, I think, probably one of the first pandan matchas I've had. It is delicious. I also got one of the rice balls. It's like wrapped in banana leaf and it was so good. It had like a chicken in it. I'm just walking up the street now. We're gonna go to a cable car. There's hella hills though, let me tell you. I am not built for the hills. Even though the hills are pretty rough, at least there's usually a good view at the top. And admittedly, it was well worth it to get to the cable car stop. Just got off the cable car ride and it was so cute. I know it is like just one of those touristy things, but I'd never done it before and it was just really cute. I don't know what else to say. And it is real transportation because now I'm in downtown and there's a couple things that I'm gonna try to check out that are further into this area of the city. Where I am right now is mostly just shopping, and the guy that I was talking to was saying a lot of shops have closed down since the pandemic because business is just not the same anymore, which is kind of sad. When I was waiting at the first stop, I didn't realize this, but basically you just jump onto the train or the car, I guess. There's no formal process. You just run up, and if they tell you there's no spots, then obviously there's no spots. There's actually a bakery that I've been told is really, really good. I need to figure out exactly which direction that is. I think I just went the wrong way. We're gonna go and get one of these infamous croissants that I've been told that I have to try, and it is a local favorite. I got the blackberry almond croissant. This bakery was highly recommended to me by multiple locals, and I am such a fan of croissants. We are gonna give it a try. That looks so good. Wow. That is delicious. It's definitely one of the richer croissants, but very, very good. I don't know if I would recommend this particular location. The only reason I came to this location was because I saw that it was only a few blocks away from where the cable car had stopped. And I had asked one of my coworkers who's from the Bay Area if this was going to be a sketchy neighborhood, and he was like, no, as long as you don't go too far into the area, then you'll be fine. But it's a little bit different as a girl by yourself, so I do want to just quickly say, like, it's a very, very nuanced situation, and I have a lot of empathy for people, but at the same time, I am also a girl by myself. Not a girl, a woman by herself. From what I've heard and what you can quickly find out if you Google anything about the Bay is Tenderloin is not the safest area, the least safe area out of all the neighborhoods. This is basically on the cusp of the super sketchy area. With that said, I mean, I grew up in the city. I think if you've been in a city, there's always different communities of people that have very complex things that they're going through. But I did want to mention that because I came to this location, but there's other ones too. So I'd suggest taking a look at where you're staying and making it make sense with where you're going, but also being cautious if you do come to this location to not wander too far into the Tenderloin area, which is kind of funny because, like my coworker was saying, you can walk in one direction and then be in a totally different environment very, very quickly. And that's kind of the same for most downtown neighborhoods, but it's definitely apparent here as well. Not the most lighthearted topic, but I did want to mention that because I don't want to make light of the reality of traveling and also traveling in neighborhoods where it could feel a bit more uncomfortable. So just to be realistic about how it feels, it was a little bit unsettling. I got catcalled like 3 times walking here. Always have awareness of your surroundings, obviously, but anytime that happens, I just keep walking. That was that. I'm gonna finish my croissant. I think I'm gonna try another San Francisco special mode of transportation after this, and you can probably guess what it is, but I'm excited to give that a try. If you guessed I was taking a Waymo, then you guessed right. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god.
Hello from Waymo. As we get going, just give us 1 minute to come to me to exit.
Oh my god. What?
Support will connect with you and provide assistance.
I'm not gonna lie, this is not bad. It's obviously got some kinks to be worked out. I've heard stories of people getting stuck in these cars, which I don't know what I would do if that happened to me. I think, you know, my anxiety would never, ever recover if that happened. I wonder like where all the cameras are. Oh, okay, I see one there. And in case you guys didn't know, you obviously can't touch any of this and you're not supposed to sit in the front because the car is doing all the driving, so that would probably disrupt how it works. I also didn't specify yet, but I'm going to the Painted Ladies because I want to see them. I think I am going to try to go to the Golden Gate Bridge today because I have time. Wow.
Please make sure it's clear before exiting.
We did it! First Waymo ride. Huh. Thank you, Waymo. The painted ladies were just as pretty as I imagined, and it was so cool to see how much the different styles of architecture have evolved. In fact, the houses around this neighborhood just all felt like they had such a unique charm, so I definitely recommend taking a walk around and just soaking it all in. Made it to the park and I'm just walking over to the viewpoint now. I was just talking to my Uber driver, which prime example of why we must protect our human drivers. It was a good conversation, just like giving me some insights about this park. I did not know it was this massive. When I first looked at it on the map, I thought I was going to be able to walk here, and that would definitely not have been possible. It would have been like a 3-mile walk for me, which is not really what I would be in the mood for. Maybe a run would have been nice. I still have not left. I went into the gift shop and then when I came outside, I saw that the sun came out, or it was about to come out, so then I stayed. And then it turned into clear blue skies. Near the park as well was the Palace of Fine Arts, which was highly recommended to me as well, so of course I had to stop by and take a look. I just got back to the hotel and I'm taking a little breather. I was actually gonna go get some food because there's a ramen place right next door and I'm very hungry, but they're not open yet, so I decided to come back and drop off my stuff. After I left the viewpoint, I did end up getting an Uber to the Palace of Fine Arts, but by the time I got there, you guys, I was crashing and I realized I kind of just wanted to wrap things up. I wish I was not as tired because it's really, really pretty there. I am glad that I went anyways because, again, it's gorgeous, but to actually go through and explore would have been nice. So I decided to continue on to my last stop, which was, you guys might be able to guess, Trader Joe's. The last time I was in the States, I didn't get the chance to go to Trader Joe's, so I had to go this time. Okay, let's do a little haul and I'll show you guys what I got. If you live in the States, this is probably not very exciting, but just let me have this moment because it's not every day I get to go to Trader Joe's. And I've never gotten one of these bags. It's so funny because a lot of people that visit the States will come back with a bag like this. First off, strawberry yogurt almonds. They are so good. And then I saw that they had the seasonal maple brown butter Halloween chocolate bars. They're miniature. They are like the perfect size and they have so many variations of, you know, like standard chocolate bars. This is the furikake snack mix. Speaking of, I got this furikake. I got this years ago when I was in Chicago, which is like a really old vlog. Also, this was the last one on the shelf. This is the crunchy chili onion. So good. Hella seasoning. I have a couple that I've really liked and I've had them before. These are the Green Goddess. This one is also a favorite. Ranch. My primary use for this is popcorn. And then I got one of these olio, I don't know how to pronounce it, but this one I think is more like Italian seasoning vibe. And then I've seen this on my feed a couple times. It's the ube mochi pancake and waffle mix. I love ube. I love mochi. I can't wait to try this. But yeah, I'm gonna try to pack all of my goodies into my bag, but I have not yet told you guys about the final thing that I'm doing this evening. I think I mentioned it briefly. I am going to be seeing Subtronics. He's doing 3 nights in San Francisco and I had no idea, but the dates just lined up and he is a DJ that I like. So I'm very excited, but I'm also a little bit tired. I think what will be best is if I get a bite to eat and then come back, chill out a little and then get ready to go. And just like that, it was already time for checkout, but I couldn't leave without one last pandan drink. And what are the chances that it would start raining the day that I was leaving? I hope you enjoyed coming along and exploring San Francisco as much as I did. This was a very touristy trip, but I feel like I am going to be coming back because there's so much more that I still want to check out. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more adventures like this on my channel coming very soon.